بلد الطبيعة الخلابة والآثار الخالدة والثقافات المتمازجة التي أنتجت أمة مبدعة في كل العلوم والفنون. بلد الموسيقى والرقص والأدب والمسرح والشعر وعباقرة الفن واللغة الأنيقة الرشيقة التي يتحدث بها أكثر من 400 مليون شخص في العالم. بلد الفلامينغو والبهجة اللامتناهية التي يؤمها ملايين السواح من كل أرجاء العالم للاستمتاع بجمالها الفريد. إنها إسبانيا التي عندما يأتي ذكرها تتداعى ذكريات الزمن في الوجدان العربي.
My name is Jorge Villa. I'm the Spanish ambassador to the kingdom, and I've been here almost 8 months. Well, I had been here 20 years ago, but only 1 week. Anyway, I had some memories of that, mainly in Jeddah. But I have to acknowledge that, well, I had the idea that it was also sort of a very conservative country. But then I arrived here, and well, even before, when I was in Spain, many people told me that things are changing very quickly there, that it was a very interesting country, politically also very interesting, but that things were changing very fast. And then when I arrived, I discovered that that was true, especially talking to people who have been living here for many years, or from in the last 10 years, everybody was talking about the changes and how interesting was being here in the last few years, because they were shocked also seeing those changes in the day-to-day life in the country. I have also a group of very interesting Saudi friends, some of them they have a strong connection with Marbella in Malaga, so that's the way I socialize. But on the other hand, I love also sometimes on Fridays and Saturdays being alone at home, reading, writing, and listening to music and things, watching TV and Netflix. I went to the Formula One race. It was a wonderful experience. Well, my brother was here, so I was with him. I had a meeting also with the Spanish people, with the Spanish colony in Jeddah. Then I went back recently because with the Minister of Commerce, the Minister of Trade, because there was a meeting of the World Executive Committee of the World Tourist Organization. Then I've been in Al Khobar also. We had also an honorary consul there. And then I made a wonderful trip, Riyadh Natural Ark, which is 150 kilometers south of Riyadh. It's very beautiful. I went there with Spanish doctors who have been working here, for many years. It's in the desert, so you go there, a very beautiful sightseeing, and then it's a sort of well, you have to climb to get to that ark, to the top of the ark. It takes you 20 minutes, but then you get there. It's a little bit dangerous, you have to pay attention, but anyway you arrive then and you have a wonderful view. It's a very exotic country. The first impression was very positive, no? And I like that, mainly the people. The sense of the family that you find here, no, is that's another very quite clear. That's another bond between my country and the Saudi Arabia. No, you love being with the family. You have these gatherings, no, during the holidays, but on Fridays and Saturdays, no, and how you like to share the food with your friends and with the members of your family. No, that's also very, very important. That's particularly also I remember, no, every Sunday at home, no, with all my brothers and my parents, and that's also very, very, and I like that. I like that in Saudi Arabia, and I like that in Spain.
العلاقة بين المملكة وإسبانيا بدأت منذ أكثر من 70 عاماً، وطبعاً العلاقة سواء كانت سياسياً أو اقتصادياً أو تجارياً علاقة مميزة جداً. فالمملكة هي الشريك الأول تجارياً مع إسبانيا في دول الشرق الأوسط، وفي المرتبة 11 بين دول العالم. التجارة بين البلدين وصلت في العام الماضي إلى حوالي 33 مليار ريال، أهمها المواد البتروكيماوية واللدائن، ومن إسبانيا المواد الغذائية والمواد المصنعة، وأيضا الأجهزة الطبية. في الخدمات هنالك السياحة في إسبانيا، حيث أن إسبانيا هي ثاني أكبر دولة في السياحة العالمية بعد فرنسا، وبالتالي فإن العلاقة بين البلدين في أفضل ما هي عليه اليوم.
Very clearly, no, I've seen that's one of your goals, that's one of the lines of action of the Saudi government. I think that you are already a touristic country, and I'm pretty sure that you will succeed in this task. So that's why we think that there is a possibility of a very, very strong cooperation between Spain and Saudi Arabia, and that's what we are trying to do, from the embassy and the visits that we have had recently. We are building a very, very strong relationship with the Saudi government in this field, and I think that you are going to be, one of the most interesting countries in the future, because you have things that are very attractive to the normal citizen or world citizen. Spain is also, a very powerful country in this field, and we have almost 100 million people coming to Spain. The 12% of our gross national product comes from tourism and this sector. We have suffered a lot with the pandemic, with COVID, but now we are recovering, and we are, things are getting better, and now we are back to normal.
أول اتفاقية ثقافية تمت بين المملكة وأي دولة في العالم كانت مع إسبانيا قبل 36 عاماً، وهذه الاتفاقية مشهود بها لتبادل النواحي الثقافية بين البلدين، وأيضاً المؤتمرات، ومن ثم تلتها اتفاقية تشجيع الاستثمار والتجارة بين البلدين. فمنحت المملكة إسبانيا حق الدولة الأولى بالرعاية، وأيضا حق المعاملة الوطنية لمنتجاتها في المملكة العربية السعودية.
We have almost approximately 2,000 people 2,000 Spaniards here. Most of them are expatriates working with Spanish companies. No? In the last few years, we have had many firms and companies coming here because they have seen that it's a country with a great future. We have also signed very important contracts recently or in the last 20 years. And when some of them these are here, not working here, engineers, well, we have many companies, well, probably you know, well, we have built the famous TGV high-speed train, Mecca Medina, but also the Riyadh metro. Also, we have been involved in that, and also with the famous Navantia contract with five big ships that we are building anyway. So many are linked to thus, to these economic activity and this presence of Spanish firms. But we have also doctors, an important group of doctors and some artists anyway. But and then people also Spaniards married to Saudis. So we have these more or less 2,000 people, mainly here, Jeddah, but also in Al-Khobar.
هنالك عديد من الاتفاقيات، أهمها الاتفاقية التي تم توقيعها في عام 2017 بين خادم الحرمين الشريفين وجلالة الملك الإسباني، وهي اتفاقية إنشاء صندوق لرعاية الاستثمارات بين البلدين بقيمة 5 مليار دولار. فوصلت الشركات الإسبانية العاملة بالمملكة إلى أكثر من 33 شركة تعمل في مختلف المجالات الصناعية والتقنية والتعدين أيضا في الوقت الحالي.
As a diplomat, probably this is the most interesting country at this moment. The political moment and social moment in this country is fascinating. No? And then also what impresses me is seeing people, people really in line with that plan. You find countries and people very pessimistic, and here you find a very impressive sense of optimism.
الأهمية الاقتصادية بين المملكة وإسبانيا تأتي لأن إسبانيا دولة فعالة في دول الاتحاد الأوروبي. وافق البرلمان الأوروبي على وثيقة الشراكات الاستراتيجية مع دول مجلس التعاون الخليجي، وأيضا وزيرة الخارجية البريطانية جاءت إلى المملكة نيابة عن دول عن بريطانيا لتحقيق هذه الاتفاقية الاستراتيجية. وسيلي هذه الاتفاقية الاستراتيجية زيادة في التعاون الاقتصادي والتجاري بين المملكة وإسبانيا.
Well, we are trying to consolidate and to reinforce our relationship in all the fields, in the economic field, which there are so many economic opportunities in this country, but we want also to bring Saudi investment to Spain. So there are a lot of visits from Saudi ministers going to Spain, Spanish ministers coming here. Our Minister of Trade and Tourism has visited the country, 3 times in the last 9 months. In the future, we would like to reinforce our presence in the cultural field. Now we see all these changes on entertainment and culture and the interest in the Spanish language. So we would like to do a little bit more in that field.